Hello there, this is Shrimpchu, and this is the sim build, the part 2 of that wonderful Tudor style house from a real floor plan that may or may not hate me, but definitely probably will haunt my nightmares, but I won't know it because I don't remember dreams. Remember, like, every couple of months I randomly remember one, that's it. Not even every couple of months, like, I don't know, I'm not writing this down, this isn't the point. But yes, this video is all of the actual inside furnishing and doing the landscaping, which was quite fun. I did enjoy the landscaping, even if it... I don't know how accurate it is, but I tried. But yeah, so this... If you follow the link in the description to like the floor plan, there's photos of most of the rooms. Not every room, but most of the rooms in this house. So I've tried to capture the essence of those rooms. There are a lot of very, very patterned chairs and sofas and things. Like, and on the rugs. Like, it's those kind of patterns that have a lot going on. And they look really fancy in that, like, oldie style fancy kind of way, but honestly they just kind of hurt my eyes. It's nothing against the pattern, but my eyes just go, whoa, there's a lot going on there. So there's a lot of that sort of stuff, which isn't so much in The Sims. Like, the stuff that is patterned tends to be more, like the sofa I've used there, it's a bit more toned down. It's not like 3 to 5 different colors everywhere. Is that even... You get what I mean, right? You look at the pictures, you'll understand, it's fine. There's also been some color sacrifices, because those chairs, they're not that pink. But I like to think it kind of works. You got your fancy, like, living room, sitting room with your fancy giant piano. I think I mentioned in the other video, I see this house as, like, your very, very successful in life grandparents' retirement home. Or, like, just the home they saved up for in general to live at. Like, they don't have to be retired, but, you know. I do picture this as, like, a big, like, goal house. Like, from the space alone, never mind the this is expensive vibe the furniture gives. And, yes, I tried to fight with the stairs again, because I was like, what way do I do it so it looks right for the whole, like... overlooking down into the hallway thing, and it's fine. It's fine. Trying to, like, get those stairs to match up with the floor plan is still the most annoying thing I've done lately in The Sims 4. And between building this, after building this is when I decided to place tiny gems around a path, so, it's not like I haven't tried to do other slightly patience testing things, but that wasn't so bad. That was just time consuming. This was like, how do I make this work? Frustrating. But it worked out and it's fine. But yeah, we got a nice little dining room that I totally, I did something like, I don't know if I accidentally deleted that door or was it I forgot that door. I remember there was something about this room I forgot until I was nearly finished with it. I was like, oh, I need to do this. Yikes. But everything's fine. Works out. And the kitchen's very different color scheme than the placeholder furniture I put in. Lots of, like, woods, and they have a nice, like, stone wall with, like, a little curvy bit with some cookers in, and, like, 2 giant fridges that I've tried to, sort of simulate. I tried. This is kind of interesting to watch, because, as I mentioned, if you watched the first part, I mentioned that I didn't know, like, when I was going to narrate, like, I was going to maybe leave time narrating the second part, which I have. It's been, like, a week or 2 in between me narrating these. This is, like, the 28th of May, and didn't I do that, the other one, the first week of May, whatever. But I also had about a week in between building them, because after I tried to do the actual exterior, making that work, I was kind of sick of this. I was like, no, I'm going to come back to you when I'm not feeling twitchy thinking about it. Wasn't quite that bad, but I normally build builds all in one go, or if they are very big like this, maybe like over 2 days. I won't leave like any significant gap, unless, you know, there was life getting in the way and I didn't have sim time. But generally speaking, if I have time, like, I won't leave time between finishing builds. This one got to me. That chair and footstool is like, At first I thought, looking at the picture, that it was an all-in-one chair, and then I actually noticed it is actually a chair with a little footstool that is just like perfectly matched to it and nearly the same height. And I kind of I wish I could have actually done that in The Sims, but it's fine. I also, the placing of the chairs and tables, I'm very intrigued by the sudden sofas at tables. Like, to be fair, it's not necessarily sofas. It's like, in that family room, it's like a wooden bench, and I'm just like, that's okay. It's kind of like an indoor picnic element, sort of. But not really, because it's only one bench. And then upstairs it just gets fancier, because you have one of those, this is the master bedroom. The master bedroom has its own seating area with a fireplace. And fireplaces in the bedroom mean one of two things to me. Either we're in the Victorian era, or fancy, spacious wonder. And it is spacious. I love it. It seems so weird to me, because I'm like, you have a fireplace and like another living room in your bedroom. Because obviously that's not quite typical, generally speaking. And this does kind of make me want to look up other like big house floor plans to see what kind of things houses are doing when they have like extra space in rooms that normally are just like the basic functional furniture. Like, most bedrooms are just, the bed, some storage furniture, wardrobes and stuff, and maybe like a desk and stuff. But in this house, you don't need that. You have an office room. Because if you don't need every bedroom, you can absolutely make this a beautiful office. It has like the pictures. It has like I think a little like fax machine or printer or something. And I was just like, welp. I'm sure there's custom content, but I'm like, I try to build without custom content because I'm like, I don't want, if anyone did come along and went, you know what, I do actually want this in the game. I don't want it to be like, oh, but there's custom content. And you can never, like from the gallery, you can never tell like what actually is the custom content because you can't zoom in. So you're like, I don't know how much is there. Don't know if it's worth downloading. Maybe that's just me. To be fair, it's also just me in that I always forget to turn on the galleries, like, include custom content filter. So I'm always like, if someone has uploaded something I know, like if I'm watching some YouTuber and they've uploaded something that has custom content, sometimes I'm like, why can't I find this? I'm like, oh yeah. This area of the... When you are looking through the pictures, this is another, I can't figure out how this adds up with the floor plan. There is a room that is clearly at the bottom of some stairs. It's carpeted. It has this sort of sofa thing with the little light and the table and everything, but it's clearly at the bottom of some stairs. It's not in the basement. It's not at those like basement stairs at the left, because there's no door on the walls behind those sofas to include that little room in the basement there. So I genuinely have no clue where this is meant to line up on this build. I don't get it. So I was like, okay, I have a space in this landing. I'm just gonna like take the furniture from this and place it here, because I was no, I've spent too long staring at this floor plan going, excuse me, where? This room I thought would be cool in a, like, this is the room that like your grandkid always uses when they come to visit. So like, it's a little bit simple, but it's it's got a few bits and pieces for kids. And then this other bedroom, I was like, this could be cool as a room like where they've just put stuff over time, like an old doll's house that I'm sure the grandkids totally love to go explore and play with when they're over. And I just thought like some bookcases they can like read in there, like maybe they've collected a whole lot of books and they just have a few extra bookcases shoved away in an extra room, because I can imagine that's very easy to do. Because I have several books, not a big book collector, but my friend is, and oh boy, I fully believe they could build a house just made out of books. Oh, we're going under the landscaping. Nice. I don't remember if I come back to do more with the house or not, but I kind of fight with the landscaping because I kind of wanted to replicate the way that it has a path that splits off, but it's like it's in like long gradual steps. And I was like going to play around with the terrain tools, which I haven't actually used really, so I don't really know what I'm doing with them. And I very swiftly went, no, this is not the build that I'm going to mess around with the terrain tools on. No, not today. And then from what I can see of the landscaping and like outdoors of this house, I do like it. There's a lot of like paved areas and then the little plant areas, and then there's like a nice just tree. I'm ahead of myself because this isn't that bit, but there's a nice bit that's like a raised up path and you go around like a tree in the center of a like square. And there's a nice whole like wall with a gate in it. I don't know. I think it fulfills some of that mystical secret garden vibe without really being all that secret, but you know, I liked it. This is the bit. See, that's their wall. Be a nice tree in the middle of that. Well, like middle, back, whatever. I do kind of just get a little carried away with placing trees. There's a lot of trees in this lot compared to what I'm used to, and there is a little outside sitting area because of course we have an outside sitting area. And that's a driveway. I like there's a lot of stairs and levels and slopes and things going on, and I was just like, no, I'm just gonna do a little driveway, go behind the house, have the little seating area and everything, and it's close enough, right? It's close enough. Is that outer wall? That's as far back as I go. There's a lot of trees behind. Like there's all the landscaping and stuff, and then it's all like lined by trees and then a wall behind the trees as far as I can tell from the pictures, which is again totally a secret hidden garden thing because we got all the trees, all of them. There was something about this I forgot, or was it maybe I forgot about the seating area in general, and then I was like, oh right, and then I had to like connect that to the house, and I was like, yes, this is a thing. I had fun doing all the terrain. I was like, I'm gonna make so many trees around here. So many trees. Whew. So, I think the landscaping probably took me as long as anything else in this. Well, no, that's probably a lie. Because building the shell took the longest amount of time. Then, probably the landscaping. Just for like placing things and seeing what works and combinations and sizing things and fighting with paths, being like, no, you're not going to be like that, and then making that little bit where like the wall connects, like comes around the side of the seated area, and like I was like, I can't connect this to the house. This is what I forgot. I forgot about the basement until the end, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to go down there and actually like place stuff, so I did. So thank you for watching. If you didn't see part 1, it is up. These are both up on the same day. This should be out like basically just after part 1. I have a bunch of other sim builds, and I'm experimenting and branching out with actual Sims gameplay videos, so I got something for hopefully anyone who likes to watch sim stuff. Have a nice day. Bye.